Hello, welcome to another Geordie Giant Veg. I'm just having a quick look around my greenhouse. I'm going to show you about what's going on. I'll show you here. I've got my tomato in a big air pot. What I do is I've got elastic traipsed over and held up by the greenhouse support clips. I'll leave a tail on just in case I need more elastic on. So the idea is I'm going to train the cucumber down, it'll wrap over here as well, and then the fruit will hang down and be supported by that. I'll move these out of the way then. Obviously I've got my super hot chili here growing now. I've got another one here in a little pot. This is the type of chili it is. You can get it in there, that's what type of chili it is. In here I've got my avocado, which is looking mighty good. It's starting to really grow now. Right. In here I'm just starting off some seeds. I've got some tiger tomato seeds and some sweet bonita peppers. I was given them off Pete's allotment. Pete from Pete's allotment, thank you very much, Pete. I appreciate them seeds. I'm looking forward to the sweet bonita peppers. I think they're the ones the missus buys from the supermarket anyway, so I'm hoping I can grow some of those. In here I've got those same chilies as the super chili F1. But what I'm going to be doing is in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be starting a hydroponic setup. I'm going to stick a couple of these chilies in hydroponics with the maybe 2 different types of feed and do a time-lapse video of them growing in the hydroponics, hopefully, and I'll also do a video of me making the setup and how it goes that way, what it entails, what you need, stuff like that. I'm going to have a quick look here at my quality onions. I've got 18 onions here altogether. Do you want to just look down at these onions? I've got 18 here altogether. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about half of them, which are about on the same boat as each other. They all look roughly the same size and shape. The rest of them are all nearer, not here nor there, sort of thing. I'm going to do a quick measure of this onion. This is the one I haven't been measuring them all, I've just been measuring the one and taking a comparison. Yesterday it was at 12 and 3/4 inches. So I'm going to take a quick measurement today, see what she's at. Get it right. 12 and 3/4 yesterday, and today it is bang on 13. So that's 13 inches round now. That's a quarter of an inch in a day, which is average what it's been doing. So I assume the others are on par. My tomato plants. This is a McCoy seed, a large tomato plant, this one here. I've got some big flowers on that, but I haven't got any mega blooms as of yet. But I don't know if you can take a look and have a look at some of the size of these flowers on there. Some nice big flowers on there. That looks a bit mega bloomish. It's got 2 or 3 horrible ugly middle centre bits. Bees should be helping pollinate these, because what they do is they vibrate, and the vibration of the bee helps pollinate it. So if you just give it a little tap, give the flowers a little tap every now and then, hopefully replicate the bees and they'll pollinate and you'll get something out of those flowers. This tomato here is a Shirley. This is the one I'm doing a comparison with. That's in the air pot. I've got another one in a normal pot. They're both about the same size at the minute. Yeah, they're both cracking on about the same. They've both got flowers on, so there's no comparison at the minute from the air pot to the normal pot. But I'm hoping that later on in the growth, the air pot will take off and we'll end up with a better yield of big tomatoes off the Shirley plants. I've got a cherry tomato plant, standard cherry tomato. Here I've got a cutting off another giant tomato I've just stuck it in there and it's grown away there. I'm starting to get some big flowers on that bad boy there. Oh, if you want to just come in there. You can look at me giant onion. I've got one giant onion here. That's about 16 inches around now. At the last measurement. It's starting to slow down a bit now, so I don't think it's going to get much better, unfortunately. I very much doubt I'm going to get to my £10 mark like I was wanting. Here is my Cobra French beans. They're cracking on. I'm starting to get flowers on them now. I grow them up this elastic again, it's handy stuff, and I train them across. These are now at the end. What I've been doing is just wrapping them around the elastic and growing them along the elastic. I'm going to have to take these off, add a bit more on and take it to the next truss because I'm running out of room. These are quite susceptible to aphids, so make sure you give them a spray every now and then or you'll end up with tons of green flies on. I'll show you, I've got a couple other giant tomato plants down here. I'll let this one go double truss just to see if I can get a big tomato on one of the trusses and have the energy from both trusses sent to that tomato just as an experiment. It's starting to get flowers on there now. This one's kind of went berserk. I'll take it to my next little shack and I'll show you my carrots. So as you can see, my carrots are going berserk and I'm pretty worried about them because I've got 2 months until the shows and they're becoming quite big. I've been looking at the tops. What I did was I planted them all in their individual stations, but right at the back I planted 5 tester carrots, if you will. So every 3 or 4 weeks I'm pulling one of them carrots out to see how the carrots are progressing, sort of thing, so I know I don't have to pull the good ones out. I know exactly roughly. So I'm going to pull one of them carrots out now to have a look at. So I've got 2 months before the shows and that's what my carrots are like at the minute, which isn't bad. It's starting to get the taproot on already. What I'd like to see is these carrots about this long, same uniformity, straight down, thick, with the taproot at the end, a nice stump end of it. It's a sweet candle carrot. Yeah, so I don't know what they should be like because it's the first year I've grew carrots. So I'm quite happy with the progress so far. I'm assuming they're going to be decent, but wishful thinking maybe. These are, I put 4 parsnips in just to see how parsnips could grow in here, and as you can see, they're bonkers, absolutely bonkers. There's 4 big massive parsnips here. No, yes, 4. I might, because this one is right at the back and it's stopping a lot of light getting to these ones here, these carrots. I think I'll pull this parsnip up and see what it's like. Oh, it's really spindly, thin. It looks like it's starting to, oh no, snap the main root off at the bottom. But yeah, it's just they're just for fun. Just I had a little bit of space in the end, so I thought I'd stick a parsnip in to see how they're getting on. But that's a stamp of what we're at this point in the season. Well, that's a stamp at this point in the season. As you can remember, I had elephant garlic in here and it all basically collapsed and fell over, and I ended up with these huge cloves basically. So I ended up with like half a dozen, 7 or 8 huge cloves of garlic. So next season I'm going to make sure I get my elephant garlic a lot quicker. I put it in far too late. There's no surprising that I didn't get a good yield out of it. It's just turned into what it is. Yeah, but the carrots, as you can probably see, are hurtling along. where the elephant garlic was, and I had some onions in the other side of this bed. I decided to get rid of it and take them out. The onions weren't doing anything. They were no good, so I just got them out. A waste of space really. So what I've done is I've put 2 rows of radish in here. I'll tell you what type of lettuce. Yeah, I've put 2 rows of radishes in there. I've put 2 rows of all year round lettuce. I've just planted the seed straight into seed compost too. Did like pulled little channels down. Put seed compost in and then put the seeds in that instead of like changing all the compost, and hopefully that'll root and start them off. I've done 2 rows of Lola Rossa lettuce, and I've done 2 rows of Cost lettuce in there, so I'll have bloody loads of lettuce. And I've also done a big row of Lisbon spring onions. So yeah, that's everything so far. All my potatoes have got flowers on, they're cracking on. My giant cabbages are starting to heart up, they're looking good. I'll show you them in another video because it's blowing a hoolie outside and it's raining. I'm going to do another video shortly down at the plot as well, because I can't do one down there at the moment. It's absolutely boggy as anything. It's not nice down there. I can hardly get moved because of the big puddles and stuff. We've had a lot of rain here lately, but my Peter Glazebrook onions down there are hurtling along. I'm really happy with them. The Dave Metcalf onions down there are rubbish. My leeks are doing well in my eyes. I'm happy with those. My giant marrows are starting to hurtle along now in that trench. They look green and healthy. I've been giving them a high nitrogen feed, which I've been advised to do. Cauliflowers are starting to get a curd on them. My peas are growing, sweet corn's growing, beetroot's growing, my dahlias are flying along. So yeah, have a look, have a keep out for an eye out, sorry, for the next video, and I'll show you all the stuff that's going down in the plot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.